Welcome back to BrookeNJake Make, where I'm not Brooke.
And I'm not Jake.
Today we are continuing our spin art series and testing the Liquitex medium.
Yeah. Getting to the other side of the bracket.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did this.
Which means we'll have a final winner today too.
Yes, we will.
And maybe a big one or no?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see.
In a few videos from now, possibly.
Oh my.
All right, let's get to it.
Hey look, I made a beautiful butterfly. It's got two antennae. Okay, so this is not working the way I thought it would. Which test is this?
This is Liquitex with Liquitex.
My butterfly stayed.
Intriguing.
So I'm almost gonna use this to like make a body for this butterfly that's kind of appearing, right?
I guess, yeah.
It looks like I painted this part and then it looks...
It did not turn out quite that well.
Alright, so one more idea here. Big brain idea.
That's not gonna work out well.
No, it's not. Alright. Protect your face.
Interesting.
It created spirals.
It did.
I want another spiral.
Spin more. I think you might need to stop.
I gotta take it back to the spin art part at this point, because I'm not sure this is a fair test anymore.
Yeah, you should have stopped a while ago.
I just need something to cover up the white canvas that's underneath, and then we're gonna call that good.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta take it.
It actually looks cooler on camera than it does in person, so that's a good thing.
I gotta take it for what it is.
Yep. On to the next test.
right, so we are done with our spins. So it's time to get to the comparison, just like last video.
So we have visibility, the finished look. You'd think I'd have these down by now.
After a whole week of we're doing this.
The fluidness and the approachability and a possible tiebreaker.
So, criteria 1.
Visibility.
No.
No, again, just like vibrancy.
Vibrancy.
Honestly, it's kind of a hard call. Cause like this part like blended, but this part is like very vibrant. Like the copper looks really nice. However, yours is also kind of the same. Like this, this does not look good. I would not hang this at all. But the yellow is very vibrant.
Yeah.
So,
but
I'm not really
you could
sure
compare it to the copper on this. So I'm fine with saying that this one's a tie, if you really want. My thing is, I want to give it to this one because it looks nicer, but I don't think that's right.
I don't think that that's right. They honestly, they stayed true to their colors.
They did. I will say.
Like, I will say.
Liquitex.
Overall, I don't want to give too much away.
I was going to say, hold on, is that a third video? Or is that the end of this video? No, that's the end
of this one.
Okay.
But overall, the Liquitex was definitely more true to color than the Golden Pouring Medium.
It was.
So, I guess we'll say a tie?
I'll give it a tie.
Okay, a tie.
Because I think a lot of this time was based on our color choice.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. So then the next one is the finished look, which 100% goes to that one.
Definitely. Like this actually looks like a possible like moonlit sort of night.
Very cool. Like, I don't know how I did that, but it looks really cool.
Honestly, it looks like either a little cow should be getting sucked up into a spaceship through a tractor beam, or that there should be like a werewolf transforming and howling at the moon at this really weird sky.
Yeah.
That's just my thoughts.
This one honestly looks like strawberry ice cream with strawberry syrup and chocolate ice cream.
Yeah, if somebody dumped it on the ground.
A banana. Yeah, somebody dumped it on the ground.
This, you know what this is? This is basically the man from Lilo and Stitch trying to get his ice cream, and he dropped it on like a high-vis vest of a garbage man. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is my vision.
The highlight vest.
Because I made this one, didn't I?
The highlighter vest of a garbage man.
I didn't say high vis. It's called
Is that
a high
what it's
vis.
called?
Yeah, high vis.
Okay.
As a motorcycle rider. Yeah, high vis gear means you're high visibility so you don't get hit by cars when you're working on the road.
Learn something new every day as to what those vests are called.
Did it make you happy today too?
Sure did.
Well, Brooke, let me tell you, you should do something that makes yourself happy every single
day.
I could tell she wanted it. She was waiting for her moment, and she got it.
Okay, so the next one is fluidness, which I would have to give it to that one too.
And I would say it's kind of because this is a bit chunky on the edges.
Yeah,
like
definitely chunky.
It didn't, which means it didn't flow off the painting or blend inside of the painting before it got off of it.
Right.
So 100% the golden lended itself better to flying off the painting.
And then approachability, as far as both of them goes,
gonna have to say that it goes to Liquitex.
See, I would say different though.
Oh, okay.
Because the Liquitex is a thicker paint than the golden was. However, Liquitex is cheaper. So I'll give it that.
The reason I give Liquitex the approachability is because it's cheaper. However, I'm not sure that's gonna be good enough on this one.
Yeah.
Because you know that you're getting into a pouring medium mixed with a paint. So if you already have that in your head, then it's the finished product that says, oh, this worked better together.
Right.
Which means there's a little more figuring out to do on this side. So maybe it's more expensive because it moves a bit better.
Mm-hmm. So I think that means the winner is the golden paint with the Liquitex.
I think it is.
On to the next battle. Next battle is the golden fluorescent high flow acrylic against the glitterific paint, acrylic paint.
Which I will say right now, I have no words.
Oh, he's speechless. Do I just take your breath away?
Absolutely.
So first test goes to visibility. I say it every single time.
Visibility. Visibility. Not high visibility like the last painting, but visibility.
The vibrancy, which honestly, I'd actually have to give it to the glitter one.
Again,
Yeah.
because it sparkles.
Yeah.
Like, get that shimmer up there. I know you can't see it because I turned your viewfinder away. It's gonna be in this direction because the light's over there. There you go. You saw it flash on the camera.
There we go.
So the sparkles on that just make it so much better.
Yes.
I will say though, oh, but that compares it to the last one. Never mind. Oh, no.
Well, we can compare them to the other ones.
I was gonna say, this doesn't get to compare against its brethren of neon golden versus neon Liquitex, right? So I will say that comparatively, the neon Liquitex stayed brighter than the golden one because, does that get into that one gets into the ending. Why, you'll have to find out for later, but
it flowed a little bit better.
It did.
And didn't like flow off like the last one. And the glitter one, a lot more of the glitter stayed compared to the one with the golden medium for sure.
True, which kind of makes it thicker and didn't flow as well, right?
I don't think that that's
also, are we in our next criteria now? Did we jump out of it vibrancy and give it to
kind
this?
of to the, well, yeah, this vibrancy is definitely going to this one.
So now we're in fluidity?
In finished look, but I guess we could kind of go to fluidity because that's where we were. Honestly, I'd give it to either because I actually do think that they did flow almost both the same. I think that this one showed more glitter than the one from last week because the Liquitex pouring medium is a lot thinner than the golden pouring medium.
True.
So I think there was a lot more chance for the glitter to stay on.
Very true. Okay, so we're saying a tie then?
I'd give it a tie for fluidity.
For fluidity, but finished look, we're saying...
glitter, for sure.
Yeah, it's a starry night. It would be a great finish over a space theme painting.
Right. And then as far as the approachability of it,
it actually goes to this one. Because this is still a goopy mess, just like the last video, and it goes just like the last video. Very annoying.
But I think that means that the glitter one wins.
Glitter one wins.
Cool. So, first category goes to vibrancy. And honestly, they kind of tie. Like, I'd almost give it to this one a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'm going to agree.
So then the next category is the overall finished look.
Which I have to give to this.
Yeah, I'm honestly at a tie, so I guess we'll give it to that one.
Well, so here's my reasoning. Let me see if I can pull you into believing it, because I'll give it a tie if you can't pick one. But this has the copper undertone, and it actually moved with the paint.
That's true.
So it left more pockets of interest, whereas this is like, boom, you have this explosion, and you almost forget about this whole blended section.
A little bit. I like the little zigzaggies that this one created.
I'll give that.
And like, I don't know. I kind of like both of them. I think they're very different aesthetically.
Okay, so
this
let's
is like,
give it a tie.
You can come up with a scenery for this one. This is just like abstract painting.
True. I guess you'd be approaching different people or different styles.
Right.
For that. I'll give it. So we're at a tie again.
We're at a tie again. So then the fluidness of it would have to go to the golden with the Liquitex.
Because this one you have your big streaks coming off. This you have all of your thin streaks that actually flowed.
It definitely blended some of the colors, whereas this is just going to sit on top, which for this one, it actually surprisingly
worked in its favor.
Didn't sit on top like the one from last week that Jacob did. But overall, I think if we had done like any more layers on this one, it definitely would have just sat on top of itself.
You're talking about how the other one had like the chunks or the lines on it. So yeah, actually it kind of redeemed itself compared to last week.
It did.
Good for it.
And then approachability would actually have to go to this one.
Oh no.
Are we at a tie?
I don't think so. I think it means that Ready to Pour wins, which is why I said, oh no, because in my head I was like...
Vibrancy was a tie, finished look was a tie, fluidness went to this one. And then approachability goes to this one. So we are
our first tiebreaker.
A tiebreaker, which is, which one would we hang on our wall?
So how do you want to do this? Close our eyes and you point, and then I close my eyes and you point, and then they know who we're pointing at? And then we both see?
We both close our eyes, count, and point.
All right. 3, 2, 1, close.
Oh, duh. I thought we were pointing. I'm sorry.
So I noticed. So I picked this one too, actually. This is definitely the one that I would hang on the wall.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
It's got that werewolf look.
Yeah.
So it just looks cool.
It looks really cool. It's definitely much more our style as far as artwork goes, I feel like. So
if you would have picked the other one, let us know in the comments, because I would be hard pressed to not pick this one.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the color scheme or the way that it actually spun, but this is art right here. She had a vision going on with this one here. So
I think that means that it's time for a final battle.
Which is dun dun dun. Alrighty, so I don't know how we missed it in the first time that we did this, but we forgot to compare the glitter to the golden fluid with the Liquitex.
Yep.
So that's this comparison.
Yeah. So first test is the vibrancy, which...
I mean, you have the glitter. Yeah.
Right. I'll give it to glitter.
I'll give it to glitter.
All right, so then the second option, or second test, is the finished look.
Which they both look really good. So I would honestly say a tie.
Yeah, I'd give it a tie too. I think that's a good idea.
Like, otherwise, I would lean towards this because it has like an actual image, or like you can see things in it, if you will. Like
whereas this is just like an overlay.
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
Yeah. And then the fluidness of it?
100% golden with Liquitex, because this is a glob that sticks.
Yeah, that's true. They did both flow on the canvas really well, though.
They have movement.
But I'll give you that this is like more of a globby paint, and this is not.
Yeah, this is gonna move a lot slower. You have to spin it a lot longer in order to get it going.
Yeah.
Like, they're not the same fluidness.
Yeah. And then the last one is the approachability, which I would also have to go to golden.
Just because of the globbiness?
Just because of globbiness. Yeah. Even though this one is technically cheaper, I would have to give it to this one.
Which is very fair, and that's a very good point if price matters more. Well, but this doesn't give you color like this does, though. So if you're going for a painting, then you're going to have to choose the paint anyways.
Yeah.
But as you said a moment ago, varnish or a finish or like a overcoat, if you will, not a bad idea.
Yeah, not a bad idea. So let's actually get to the final comparison.
Which is, dun dun dun, golden versus golden. And not only is it golden versus golden, it's his versus hers.
Oh.
Which now that this is, I'm scared now.
Don't be scared, honey. It'll be fine.
If I block this, oh no, it's upside down. If I block this whole blended side, and you just picture that this was a mirror on this side, I think I'd win. I would have gotten the winged look that I was going for, but because yours has a moon and a vampire or a werewolf, and it's
All right, so should we go through the categories of this one?
Can we start at approachability and say they're a tie because they're the both same thing? Oh!
No, I would give approachability to this one because the Liquitex medium is cheaper.
And you get a lot of
You get a lot more of it, so like it's cheaper. You get a lot. The golden one is more expensive, and you only get like this much. Whereas Liquitex, we bought like the size of this canvas.
To put it in perspective, you could get 6 1-ounce colors.
Yeah.
From the golden, whereas this you can get
32, I think.
It's over there. 24?
No, 32.
You could get 32 colors or 6 colors, and it's going to be a more expensive 6 colors.
Yeah. So I would definitely give approachability to Liquitex. I also liked that this one was more translucent. So
it held the point that we kept coming back to.
It held the colors a lot better than the golden pouring medium did. So
and that's because the golden is more white, and so the more paint you added to it, the more muted the color would become.
Whereas the Liquitex one was definitely still white, but it looked more like a skim milk type color where it almost looks like it's got a layer of water on top.
Yep.
So I would definitely give approachability to this, and I would also give fluidness to this one.
Why?
Because of the pouring medium. I will say
this has thinner streaks.
True.
And there is a harsh line in the blend, but the blends have a lot more color, whereas this blend is just, hey, I'm blended with other color. Yeah. This is, hey, you have a whole brand new color because I blended with everything around me. So I'm going to fight that this one is a little more fluid.
I'll give you that one. Okay. So it's a 1-to-1 tie. So then as far as vibrancy goes?
Tied?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd almost have to give it to yours, but like if you compare, so if you ignore our blended sections and compare just this to this top, like my copper's really vibrant, but my blue isn't quite as vibrant as your blue turned out to be.
Although if you like move this in the light, actually you're gonna have to stand on this side to see it. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Come over here. If you move this, if you'll notice, yours has a high gloss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would go with which would go with the fact that the Liquitex kept more of the color vibrancy to it.
You're right. So because it holds its color better. Okay.
We'd have to give it to the Liquitex.
We'd have to give it to the Liquitex.
So 2-1, which means
Liquitex.
No, we have another. That's only 3 categories. We have to compare the finished look.
I thought we did. Okay, well.
I mean, we kind of.
Who won what? I am confused now.
Vibrancy goes to this one.
Okay.
The fluidness, you said, goes to that one. And the approachability goes to this one.
Got you. Okay.
So, the finished look, overall.
Oh, this is the one I didn't want to think about.
See, but this is where I think it's honestly almost a tie because, like...
I would hang them both on the wall?
I would hang them both on the wall. I would lean more towards the one that you're holding, and you would lean more towards the one that I'm holding, which is really funny because, like...
We were both going for
I made this one and he made that one, and we don't want ours.
No, we want someone else's.
Yeah. So
I think
I don't know,
I can explain that though. The reason I want yours is because I see something special in yours and you probably see something special in mine. Whereas in mine, I see a failed attempt at what I want at my vision.
And I just see, I'm not sure what I was doing.
Exactly. You didn't have a vision, but I see a lot.
I love the way it turned out, but I definitely would be more drawn to yours.
Okay.
But that could just be the colors, though. Like, I'm more drawn to that type of color scheme, I feel like.
That's why I picked these colors.
Yeah.
That's why I see a failed vision, because it didn't
like
stick to that.
More of the coppery type stuff.
I mean, that metallic look
it's really pretty.
Top notch.
So, if it's a tie, then that would mean that the winner
is Liquitex.
Liquitex?
Because it won 2.
It was 2 to 1?
One.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
So yeah, Liquitex.
Liquitex
which is what I was going to say
winner.
overall, even if that one won, I would say if you're going to do spin art, absolutely go for the Liquitex pouring medium. And
you get a lot more.
You get a lot more, but opt for the slightly more expensive paint because it's going to just generally be nicer in the long run. And you could get colors that were just as vibrant as the Liquitex one that Jacob had.
Golden.
Or the
golden.
The golden paints, yeah. And yeah.
You were doing so good.
I know I was, and I lost all the words.
This one will get to stay in the shop because it's the winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Except it can't eat no chicken dinner.
Nope.
And it's a werewolf, so it's probably just gonna eat more humans.
I can't eat chickens, actually, if it's a werewolf.
Well,
right?
You need to let me in onto that.
Do werewolves eat chickens? Do they just eat people?
They don't even really eat people. They just turn people. Oh wait,
they have to eat something.
They go and hunt on farms and kill people's chickens and stuff like a wolf.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
And okay, so yeah, they eat livestock.
They do.
So then it does eat a winter chicken dinner.
It does.
All right, so the chicken dinner gets to go in the shop and the painting will be there too.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and seeing all the comparisons of the paints, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos that may be like this in the future.
And if you give us enough likes, maybe we'll do a really, really big piece.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye.